Heavenly intervention. A miracle is arriving tonight, but only if you follow Michael's urgent command. Don't delay. My beloved one, tonight is not an ordinary night. The heavens are stirring. The air around you feels different because Archangel Michael has been dispatched on a divine mission, a mission that involves you. The veil between the spiritual and the physical has thinned, and something extraordinary is about to manifest in your life. But there's a condition. The miracle that is on its way can only anchor if your heart obeys the instruction heaven has released through Michael himself. Listen carefully, for this message isn't coincidence, it's alignment. You were meant to hear this right now. For the past few days you may have felt unseen pressures, unexpected delays, emotional heaviness, confusion in your spirit. Those weren't random. They were signs that a heavenly shift was about to break through the storms surrounding you. And Archangel Michael says, the command must be followed before midnight. Heaven's armies are standing at attention, waiting for your response. This command isn't about fear, it's about activation. Michael's message is simple. Do not speak doubt over your promise tonight. Declare faith aloud. He is urging you to take back your spiritual authority by speaking words of light, not worry. The miracle is hovering, ready to descend, but only words of faith can unlock it. Michael stands with his sword of blue fire, cutting through the resistance that has tried to stop your blessing. He whispers now to your spirit, when you align your voice with heaven, the barrier will fall. The time is short. The window is open. Heaven is watching for your obedience. Will you respond? There's a reason your spirit feels a pull right now. It's because your name has been spoken in the courts of heaven. The divine records have been checked, and your time of waiting is over. But miracles don't arrive to passive hearts. They respond to bold, trusting souls who follow divine command even when they don't see the full picture. You must understand, what's coming isn't small. It's a turnaround miracle that will rewrite what people thought was permanent. The financial strain, the relationship wound, the silent tears, Michael says, heaven has seen everyone. And tonight, the decree has been issued. Release the miracle to the one who believes. Hold on, because the moment you declare faith out loud, a vibration will move through the spiritual atmosphere. It will touch the thing that has been frozen and bring it back to life. Your obedience is the key. Archangel Michael has gone ahead of you to clear the path, but your words complete the circle. Don't scroll away now. This is the moment heaven has been waiting for you to hear. The next revelation will show you what Michael's command truly unlocks. Child of the eternal light, as the clock ticks closer to midnight, the spiritual realm intensifies its movement. Archangel Michael stands at the edge of your atmosphere, his sword shimmering with divine authority, waiting for the signal that will release the miracle into your world. The heavens have been whispering your name since the day began, and now, all of creation holds its breath. This is not a dream, not a coincidence. This is divine orchestration. Tonight carries a prophetic code that will never repeat again in your lifetime. The miracle written in heaven's script for you must find its landing place on earth. But that landing requires a vessel of obedience. That vessel is you. Archangel Michael's urgent command is not something to analyze with human logic. It is a sacred key. When he speaks, he releases a vibration that aligns your frequency with the frequency of heaven itself. He says to you now, do not delay. The window will not stay open forever. Every act of obedience releases a ripple in the unseen world, and that ripple multiplies into blessings you cannot yet see. Some of you have been praying for a sign that God has not forgotten you. This message is that sign. You are divinely led here because the miracle has been scheduled for this very hour. and the instruction you follow tonight will determine how it manifests. There is a holy urgency in Michael's voice. He reminds you that delay is one of the enemy's favorite weapons because hesitation weakens faith. But tonight, heaven is calling you to swift faith. That means when you sense the command stirring inside your spirit, whether to pray, to forgive, to release control, or to speak words of light, you must respond without question. A miracle cannot dwell in an atmosphere of doubt. It is attracted to the soil of trust. Michael is fighting even now on your behalf, silencing voices of fear that try to speak louder than your calling. He says, do not fear what you cannot see. The unseen has already been conquered. Feel the shift around you, that stirring in your chest, that warmth near your shoulders. It is not imagination. It is confirmation. Heaven is closer than it has ever been. The energy of Archangel Michael's wings surrounds your space right now, pushing back the clouds that have hovered over your destiny. The miracle is already in motion. You will see evidence before the dawn, but first, line your faith. Speak aloud, I believe in heaven's timing. I release control to divine order. These are not just words, they are weapons of light. Before you move away from this moment, pause and breathe. The next revelation will uncover what the enemy tried to hide from you, the reason why this miracle was delayed until now, and what Michael is about to expose in your atmosphere. Trust me, you'll want to see what happens next, because what unfolds will shake your understanding of divine timing forever. Beloved of the highest, the heavens have begun to open. The sound you feel in your spirit right now, the pressure, the intensity, the electricity in the air, is the sound of heaven's armies mobilizing on your behalf. Archangel Michael is not only speaking tonight, he is moving. His command is not just a message but a spiritual alignment. The moment you respond, something ancient begins to shift, record written before time itself, waiting for your obedience to unlock it. There is a scroll in heaven with your name engraved in light, and tonight, that scroll is being unsealed. You are not just witnessing a miracle, you are part of the miracle itself. Michael says, tell them, the battle is already over. A miracle is no longer delayed. It is being delivered. Yet many do not see it because their hearts are clouded by what their eyes tell them. Heaven is urging you to look beyond what is visible. You may think nothing is changing, but in the invisible realm, walls are collapsing. Chains forged by years of delay are breaking. What you thought was rejection was actually divine protection. And now that protection is shifting into promotion. Michael's sword has struck the ground. It is finished. But only those who follow the command can receive what the strike has released. Heaven's instruction through Michael is simple but powerful. Speak light into what looks lifeless. That situation you thought could never turn around. Speak light. That relationship that feels broken beyond repair. Speak light. Your body, your finances, your dreams, speak light. Each word you release becomes a beam of divine fire that travels into your circumstances. The enemy's greatest fear is your awakening to the authority you already carry. When you declare in faith, heaven doesn't react. It manifests. Even now, as you listen, there are angels moving into positions around you. You may sense warmth, chills, or a sudden peace washing over you. That is the confirmation that the command is working. But Michael cautions, do not let the moment pass without sealing it. You must anchor your miracle in faith by acknowledging it out loud. The heavens respond to spoken authority, not silent hope. So declare it boldly. I receive the miracle that is written for me this night. Your words create spiritual alignment. Your agreement creates access. And beloved, before you go any further, take a moment to act in faith. Like, comment, and share this message so that it reaches others who are meant to hear heaven's voice through it. You are not just engaging a video, you are spreading light. Each action you take expands the reach of this prophetic move, and heaven honors those who help carry divine revelation to others. Subscribe if you haven't yet, because every message that follows is part of your ongoing divine training. The miracles are not isolated, they are progressive. And now, listen closely, beloved. This moment carries weight beyond what you can imagine. When you engage with heaven's movement, you become a vessel for countless others to find hope. If this message has stirred your spirit tonight, understand, this isn't just content. This is a divine movement. Every seed you sow into this work becomes a lifeline for souls searching for light in their darkness. The word says that when you give, it shall be given back, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. As I speak this, heaven is recording every act of faith. I invite you to stand with us as we carry Michael's message to the world. Let your giving tonight be an act of obedience, a prophetic response to the miracle you've just received. Those who sow into divine missions reap from divine realms. Support this channel through Super Thanks, membership, or through the PayPal link in the description. This is not a request. It is a heavenly invitation to participate in the harvest. Your giving opens heaven's windows. You are not donating. You are activating destiny. Chosen vessel of light. The moment your spirit declared, "I receive the miracle," something powerful began to move within the heavenly realms. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword once more, this time not in defense, but in declaration. The sound of that celestial blade cutting through the air is not heard with human ears. It resonates within your spirit. You may have felt a shiver, a quickening, or a sudden awareness that something unseen just shifted. That is not imagination. That is divine confirmation. Heaven is responding to your agreement. Michael now stands before the throne of God, presenting your obedience as an offering of faith. Every time you speak light, you echo the original words of creation, "Let there be." You are not merely praying, you are co-creating with heaven. The miracle that was hovering above you has begun to descend into form, wrapping itself in divine order. And yet, Michael gives a gentle warning: guard your atmosphere tonight. The enemy cannot stop what heaven has decreed, but he will attempt to distract you so that you disconnect from the flow. Guard your thoughts. Guard your emotions. Speak peace where anxiety tries to rise. For the angelic current is strongest in silence and faith. There are layers to this moment that your human mind may not fully comprehend, but your spirit knows. The frequency of heaven is not logical, it is relational. It responds to intimacy, not intellect. That is why Archangel Michael says, "Draw near to the flame, and it will illuminate your path." You must stay close to the light of prayer tonight, even if you whisper a single sentence. "I trust you, Lord." That sound is enough to align the heavens around your name. The command that was released in the first part of this message continues to echo through dimensions, calling your miracle into full manifestation. You may begin to notice unusual calm or sudden divine interruptions, unexpected messages, restored communication, doors that were long closed creaking open again. These are signs that heaven's intervention has reached Earth's timeline. But remember this: manifestation is fragile when it first touches the natural world. You must nurture it with unwavering faith. Do not speak against what you have prayed for. Do not question what you've already claimed. Doubt is the language of delay, but faith is the voice of completion. Michael reminds you that the miracle is not merely something you will receive. It is something that will multiply through you. You are about to become a vessel of blessing to others. The same energy that is healing your life will soon pour out through your words, your actions, your very presence. People around you will sense that something in you has changed. That is the evidence of divine touch, the glow of one who has walked through the fire and come out refined in glory. So stay with this message, beloved. The next revelation is about to unveil why this miracle chose tonight, and how Michael's command was written into your destiny long before you were born. You will understand that what feels sudden is actually ancient. Trust me, you will thank yourself for staying through this part. Dearest soul of light, the heavens have recorded your obedience. Every word you've spoken in alignment with Michael's command has built an invisible altar before the throne of God. Upon this altar, your faith is burning like fragrant incense, and the fragrance is drawing divine attention. Archangel Michael has now entered the chamber of release, a realm where sealed miracles are unlocked and distributed to those who have proven steadfast. Your name has been spoken again in that realm, not in pleading but in proclamation. The decree has been written, this one has believed. Let the miracle proceed. Michael stands in full armor, his wings spread wide, the blue fire of divine justice flowing around him like a river of light. As he lifts his sword, a scroll appears, a celestial record of everything the enemy tried to steal from you. Every lost opportunity, every moment of delay, every heartbreak that was meant to break your spirit. And with one stroke, Michael slices through the scroll, declaring, the record of loss is now erased. The new decree is victory. This moment is not symbolic, it is literal in the spiritual realm. When heaven declares freedom, the natural world must obey. You are stepping into a night where time itself bends in your favor. But Michael's command still echoes, do not delay. He warns that the miracle's arrival depends not just on your faith, but on your readiness to walk in it. Heaven will never deliver what your heart cannot hold. It's why this moment demands surrender. Release the bitterness, release the worry, release the idea that you must control the timing. When you surrender, you create spiritual space for the miracle to dwell. The command to speak light is not only about words, it's about positioning. You must position your heart for peace. You must position your spirit for overflow. You may have noticed in the past 24 hours that the atmosphere around you has been different. Some people may have grown quiet, some situations suddenly stilled, and even technology may have glitched in strange ways. This is the result of spiritual interference, heaven adjusting the timeline. Every divine visitation shifts the environment before it manifests. So if things have felt unsettled, do not fear. It is a sign that the atmosphere is preparing for the arrival. The closer the breakthrough comes, the more resistance tries to arise. But remember, Archangel Michael has already cleared the field. You only need to stand firm. As you listen now, your body may feel warmth, your mind may feel sudden stillness. That is the settling of divine energy, the sign that heaven is descending. And before this night passes, you will have evidence. For some, it will be a dream carrying instruction. For others, it will be a phone call, an unexpected provision, or a sense of clarity that sweeps away confusion. Michael's hand is upon it all. He has whispered to creation, lying for the one who obeyed. Stay close, beloved. The next revelation will reveal the deeper mystery, why this particular night carries a code of destiny, and how your lineage has been waiting for this moment for generations. What you are about to learn will connect you to something ancient, something sacred that was promised to your bloodline long before you took your first breath. Do not miss what comes next. It holds the mystery of your inheritance. Beloved carrier of divine promise, The heavens are now heavy with fulfillment. You may sense it, an inner knowing that something irreversible has begun. Archangel Michael's presence surrounds you more tangibly than before. The veil between the seen and unseen has thinned, and his command continues to echo across your spiritual atmosphere. The miracle has been dispatched. It is no longer waiting for permission to move. He is in transit, gathering substance, clothed in light, and drawn toward your life by the magnet of faith. Michael speaks softly now, but his words carry weight that ripples through eternity. The one who believed will now see. There are seasons when heaven whispered and seasons when it moved in thunder. Tonight belongs to thunder. The intervention you've been waiting for, answers, alignment, divine reversal, has entered its visible phase. The angels under Michael's command are not only defending, they are delivering. You have entered the corridor of manifestation, the narrow passage where all resistance breaks under obedience. Do not fear if things around you begin to shift rapidly. Relationships, jobs, even environments may begin to rearrange. This is not destruction. It is divine reordering. The old cannot remain when the new hath been released. Michael shows a vision to those with spiritual sight. A house filled with light, every door glowing, every window open. He says this is your atmosphere when you obey without hesitation. The light represents opportunity, revelation, and provision. But the open windows also mean vulnerability. You must be careful with what you allow inside. Guard the atmosphere you've built. Do not entertain conversations that drain your faith or thoughts that question the promise. You are in sacred space. A miracle cannot dwell in doubt. If fear knocks, silence it with praise. If confusion speaks, answer it with truth. Many of you have wondered why this miracle took so long to arrive. Heaven reveals it now. It wasn't delay, it was preparation. The promise was ready long before you were. God was building capacity inside you so that when the miracle came, it would not overwhelm you but complete you. Michael's urgent command tonight is an ancient one. Rise and receive. This command was spoken over prophets, kings, and generations that walked before you. It is the same call now resonating through your lineage. What your ancestors prayed for, you are about to walk in. The fulfillment that skipped generations has finally landed in yours. But there is one more mystery unfolding tonight. The miracle that is arriving will not just change your circumstances, it will rewrite your story. Every label, every limitation, every lie spoken over your life is being erased in real time. Heaven is replacing your identity of survival with the mantle of divine authority. You will soon notice new strength in your words, new boldness in your decisions, new light in your eyes. That is not coincidence. It is installation. You are being crowned with the authority you were always meant to carry. And as this crown descends, Michael whispers again, do not delay. For every second you believe, the miracle accelerates. The frequency of your faith determines the speed of your manifestation. Keep your atmosphere holy. Hebeugen fe impure. The breakthrough has already started. Now it must be sustained. Stay close, because what unfolds next will uncover the hidden history behind this night. You will learn the true reason why Michael's message was sent to you and what it means for the year you are stepping into. Wait for it. This revelation will change the way you see time itself. Type I wear the crown of light in the comments if your spirit feels heaven's fire. Blessing code 6655 is now flowing through your lineage, sealing your inheritance with divine protection. Dearest chosen one, the spiritual current is at its peak. You may feel an unusual stillness in your spirit right now, as if the world around you has paused. That is because heaven has entered your timeline, Archangel Michael's energy is no longer distant. It surrounds you like a living presence. You are standing within the flow of prophecy, being fulfilled in real time. The miracle that began as a whisper has now become a movement. What was invisible is about to be undeniable. Every seed of faith you've sown, every tear you've cried, every silent prayer you thought went unnoticed, they have all converged into this single divine moment. Michael stands at the threshold of your destiny, holding a scroll of light. On it is written your divine assignment, the reason heaven has chosen you to receive this intervention. For your miracle is not just for you. It carries a generational purpose. He says, what you receive tonight will not end with you. It will flow through you. You are about to become a carrier of the same power that rescued you. That is why the testing was so long, the silence so deep. You were not being punished. You were being prepared. Every delay was building capacity. Every struggle was refining your hearing. Tonight, you are hearing the sound of your true identity awakening. The heavens remember every time you chose faith when fear seemed louder. They remember the nights you whispered prayers when no one else understood the weight you carried. And now, heaven responds, not with sympathy, but with reward. Michael declares, the one who did not quit shall see what others only dreamed of. This miracle is not partial. It will not come in fragments. It will come in fullness, overflowing into every area that has been empty. You will not need to chase blessings. They will recognize your frequency and find you. And yet, Michael gives one more command, one final instruction before the next revelation. Anchor your miracle with gratitude. Gratitude is not a ritual. It is a force. It seals what faith unlocks. When you give thanks even before seeing the result, you establish ownership of the promise. Heaven sees gratitude as proof of trust. So tonight, lift your heart and say, thank you, Father, for what has already begun. Say it until you feel it, because every word of gratitude strengthens the foundation of your miracle. There is something else happening now, a rearranging of destinies connected to yours. People who once misunderstood you will be drawn back, this time by divine purpose. Opportunities that once slipped away will circle back, this time under divine timing. Michael says, do not chase what is returning, simply prepare to receive. Everything that belongs to you is being magnetically realigned to your energy of obedience. The world calls it coincidence. Heaven calls it restoration. Do not move away from this moment. What comes next will reveal the true nature of the command Michael gave at the beginning, and why it had to happen now, not earlier, not later. The next revelation will show the hidden covenant that your miracle is fulfilling. You will realize that this was never just about receiving. It was about remembering who you are. Stay close. The next unveiling will bring tears of recognition to your eyes. Beloved vessel of divine design, we have entered the sacred hour where revelation becomes reality. The atmosphere around you is not ordinary. It is alive with the pulse of heaven. You may feel it, a trembling within your spirit, as if every breath you take is synchronizing with something greater. Archangel Michael stands in the realm between worlds, holding the sword of divine decree, and he declares once more, the command has been obeyed. Now release the praise. This is the moment heaven has been waiting for. The miracle is no longer a promise. It is now a manifestation seeking a place to rest. That resting place is your faith. Look around you with the eyes of your spirit. What you thought was chaos is actually construction. Heaven has been rebuilding what you thought was lost. Every delay, every detour, every tear that seemed wasted was secretly shaping the vessel you are today. Michael reveals this mystery. Heaven never forgets an obedient soul. You are about to see doors open that were welded shut by time. You are about to see divine compensation for everything that was stolen, forgotten, or broken. The miracle is not coming to fix your past. It is coming to establish your future. And that future begins now, as you honor the command and stay within this sacred frequency of belief. Michael speaks again, and his voice thunders softly in your heart. Tell them, gratitude must now turn to declaration. This means you are no longer waiting for your miracle. You are walking in it. Speak as one who already possesses the promise. Walk with the authority of one who has already won the battle. You have shifted from asking to owning, from hoping to embodying. The miracle is in your atmosphere, in your words, in your very presence. The heavens are now responding not to your petitions, but to your posture. And yet, Michael reminds you, do not forget to pass it forward. When the light touches you, it expects to multiply. That is why he says, share the message of light. When you share this revelation, you ignite faith in others who are on the edge of surrender. When you like, comment, and share this divine word, you are not boosting an algorithm. You are amplifying heaven's voice. Every click, every engagement carries spiritual vibration. Each act of spreading the message becomes a spark in the dark corners of someone else's life. Subscribe and stay connected, because these messages are not isolated. They are a series of divine downloads meant to walk with you into completion. And now, open your spirit and listen. The next revelation will uncover what happens after the miracle arrives. It will reveal the secret of sustaining it, the pattern that ensures the blessing does not fade but continues to multiply. You have reached the moment between victory and stewardship, where heaven begins to test how you will carry what you've received. Stay with this message, because what unfolds next is not just the conclusion. It is the continuation of your calling. Wait for it, for the next unveiling carries the code of divine permanence. If this revelation has touched your soul tonight, hear me. This is not just a video. It is a prophetic altar. Every word you've received carries divine purpose, and your act of support allows heaven's message to reach souls still trapped in darkness. Archangel Michael's mission is to awaken faith across nations, and you can be part of that mission. When you sow into this light, through super thanks, membership, or through the PayPal link in the description, you are not giving to man, but partnering with heaven itself. The word says, he who waters others will himself be watered. As you support this mission, the same river of blessing flowing here will overflow into your life. I declare by the authority of heaven that every seed you sow tonight shall return multiplied, drenched in favor and divine speed. Step into this moment, beloved. Do not delay. Heaven moves through obedience, and your obedience will unlock realms for others yet unseen. Beloved bearer of light, as the night deepens, the realm of heaven stands fully open above you. The miracle that began as a whisper in your spirit is now forming into tangible evidence. You may not see it yet with your natural eyes, but your spirit already knows. It has arrived. The air feels charged because heaven is recalibrating your world to align with this new reality. Archangel Michael is overseeing the final stage of the release. His sword no longer glows in battle. It now burns in blessing. He stands before you, radiant and calm, declaring, the release is complete. Now protect what has been given. This is the hour of stewardship. Miracles are not only received, they must be maintained. Michael reveals that every blessing carries a rhythm, a divine heartbeat, and if you stay in tune with heaven's frequency, it will continue to multiply. But if you fall back into fear, anxiety, or negative confession, the vibration weakens. He warns gently, The enemy cannot undo what heaven has decreed, but he can distract the heart that carries it. Protect your focus, for distraction is the weapon of delay. Keep your gaze on what God has done, not on what man says. Some of you have already begun to feel small confirmations, a sudden peace, a phone call, a new door opening, or an unexpected apology. These are not random. These are signs that your spiritual alignment has translated into physical manifestation. The shift has already occurred, but it must be nurtured through continuous faith. Remember, gratitude anchors miracles, but consistency expands them. Speak over your life daily. I am walking in divine alignment. I am surrounded by light. I am covered by Michael's command. These declarations keep the spiritual current active. Michael shows a vision now of a golden tree, roots deep in the earth, branches reaching into the stars. He says, "This is your life when your faith remains steadfast." The roots represent your prayers. The branches are your actions. The fruit is your manifestation. But even the most divine tree needs tending. You must water it with worship and guard it from the storms of doubt. There will be moments when you feel unseen, when you think the miracle has faded. That is not loss. It is growth beneath the surface. Heaven often hides its greatest work in silence. Understand this, beloved. Your miracle carries not only blessing but assignment. You were not chosen just to receive. You were chosen to demonstrate what divine obedience looks like on earth. When people see you, they will sense something different, a light that cannot be explained, only felt. That is heaven's signature upon you. The same sword that Michael raised to release your miracle now guards it, ensuring that no force, no circumstance, no shadow can reverse what has been spoken. Stay near, for the next revelation unveils the secret of expansion, how to multiply what heaven has entrusted to you. This is where miracles move from personal breakthrough to generational impact. The moment you step into that understanding, your entire bloodline begins to shift. Wait for it, beloved. The next unveiling carries a code of legacy that will echo far beyond tonight. Beloved child of the eternal covenant, the heavens have now entered the phase of multiplication. What was once a single miracle has begun to divide and expand, like ripples in a still pond touched by light. Archangel Michael stands as the guardian of this expansion, ensuring that what was born in obedience is not lost in neglect. He speaks with a tone that is both tender and commanding. Guard your increase. It is holy. The blessings you are about to witness are not accidents. They are the fruits of your faith and your persistence through the storm. Every moment you chose to believe rather than fear became a seed in the soil of heaven. And tonight those seeds are breaking open with divine life. The energy of the spiritual realm is alive within you right now. You may feel an inexplicable peace or a rush of strength rising from deep within your chest. That is not emotion. It is evidence. Heaven confirms through sensation what it has already completed in decree. Michael whispers, the expansion begins with gratitude, but it is sustained through stewardship. What this means is simple yet profound. What you do with your miracle determines how far it spreads. If you handle it with reverence, if you continue to honor heaven with your decisions, your miracle will multiply. But if you forget who sent it, the flow weakens. Every blessing must remember its source. Michael reveals a vision to your spirit now, a river of golden light streaming from your heart, touching the lives of those connected to you. Family, friends, even strangers will begin to feel the effect of this divine expansion. Some will not understand what is happening, but they will notice that things shift when you enter the room. The reason is clear. The atmosphere around you has been recalibrated to divine order. You have become a carrier of light, and light never travels alone. It spreads. filling every shadow until nothing remains hidden. The same archangel who fought to bring your miracle is now assigning angels under his command to follow you wherever you go. They are not just protectors, they are multipliers. They carry the energy of fulfillment, ensuring that what began tonight continues through every step you take. But Michael also gives a sober reminder. He says, do not let pride touch the miracle. When the blessing grows, humility must grow with it. Gratitude keeps the door open, but humility keeps it clean. Remember that every good thing is a reflection of the divine light shining through you. You are the vessel, not the source. Speak with kindness. Walk with grace. Let your actions reflect the glory that has touched your life. The miracle was sent to bless you, yes, but also to teach you how to shine without arrogance. Heaven exalts those who remain teachable. Now the heavens are aligning for the next stage. The miracle is no longer personal. It is becoming generational. The choices you make in this new season will echo far beyond you. Every prayer, every declaration, every act of faith will lay spiritual foundations for those who come after you. Michael says this is not the end of your testimony. It is the beginning of your legacy. You are writing a story that will be read in heaven long after your days on earth are complete. Beloved, the next revelation will unveil how to seal this legacy forever, how to transform this moment into an unbreakable covenant with heaven. Stay close, for the next unfolding will reveal the eternal purpose behind your miracle. Hold on to the edge of your faith, for what comes next carries the signature of divine eternity. Beloved keeper of divine promise, the night has now matured into sacred stillness. The heavens stand wide open, watching as your obedience becomes a living altar. Archangel Michael has completed his assignment of release, but his presence has not departed. He lingers, not as a warrior in battle, but as a guardian of continuity. A miracle has taken root. The light that descended into your life is now establishing permanence, weaving itself through every layer of your existence, spiritual, emotional, and physical. You are standing in the afterglow of divine intervention, and the radiance surrounding you is not fading. It is fusing into your being. Michael speaks gently now, his tone no longer fierce but fatherly. You have crossed the line of waiting. Now, you must walk in wisdom. The season ahead will require discernment. Heaven's blessings are abundant, but they carry responsibility. When light enters, it exposes not only beauty, but also shadow. Do not be alarmed if old patterns or past thoughts begin to resurface. This is heaven's way of purifying your atmosphere. A miracle did not come to decorate your life. It came to cleanse it. What rises now is not meant to harm you. It is surfacing to be healed. The flame of divine transformation does not destroy. It refines. Michael shows a vision of a great scroll being unrolled across the heavens. On it are written names, generations, and destinies intertwined with yours. He says the miracle you have received tonight will ripple through these names. What was once broken in your lineage is being mended. The curse that shadowed generations has met its end. This is not poetic. It is legal in the courts of heaven. The decree of limitation has been revoked. Where there was barrenness, fruitfulness will now reign. Where there was delay, divine acceleration takes its place. You are not just the recipient. You are the restorer of your bloodline. But Michael adds one more command. Continue to feed the flame. This means staying connected to the voice of heaven, nurturing your spirit daily with prayer, stillness, and gratitude. The flame of intervention burns brightest in a thankful heart. Speak life into your mornings. Command peace over your nights. Refuse to let the noise of this world dull the frequency of heaven within you. Your faith must remain active, for it is faith that keeps the miracle breathing. Remember, miracles are living things. They grow with attention and fade with neglect. The days ahead will unfold in ways you cannot predict. Expect divine meetings, unexpected favor, and sudden acceleration. But also expect moments of testing. Heaven tests not to weaken but to confirm strength. When the test comes, remember tonight. Remember the command. Remember Michael's promise. Those who obey without delay will live in sustained miracles. Hold that truth as your anchor. Beloved, as this chapter closes, prepare yourself. The next revelation is the final one. The seal of completion. The moment where heaven's covenant over your life is publicly confirmed in the Spirit. It will not merely conclude this message. It will commission you into divine purpose. Stay connected. Stay present. For the last unveiling carries the highest vibration of all, the voice of divine fulfillment. Beloved, we have reached the divine culmination. The journey that began with a command has now become a covenant. Heaven is still. The earth listens. Archangel Michael stands at the highest gate of light, his sword lowered in peace, his wings folded in reverence. The mission is complete, yet the echo of his command continues to vibrate through your soul. Do not delay. This phrase is no longer an instruction. It is now a rhythm of your life. You have stepped beyond hesitation, beyond fear, beyond uncertainty. You are living proof that obedience releases miracles. Heaven has documented your faith, and that record will never fade. Michael speaks once more, and his words are final yet tender. You are now the miracle you prayed for. The intervention that arrived tonight was never just about your circumstances, it was about your transformation. Heaven did not come to fix your world. It came to awaken the light within you that has always been divine. The sword that once defended you has now marked you. The blue flame that burned in battle has become the glow of your calling. You have moved from being a receiver of blessings to being a distributor of divine energy. Every step you take from this point forward carries the essence of heavenly authority. You no longer wait for miracles, you command them through faith. Michael reveals a final vision to your spirit, a river of light flowing from the throne of God, weaving through time and space, touching the places where your name is known, and even those where it is not. This river carries fragments of your testimony, droplets of your obedience, ripples of your gratitude. Wherever this current flows, it will awaken others. The miracle that began with your yes will multiply through countless lives you may never meet. And when they experience their own breakthrough, heaven will trace it back to this night, this very moment, when you chose to obey Michael's urgent command without delay. Beloved, this is your commissioning. The heavens have shifted. The same light that moved through prophets and warriors now rests upon you. Michael declares, take up the mantle, carry the flame, spread the command. Do not let this message remain a memory. Let it live through your words, your kindness, your prayers. Continue to speak light into darkness. Continue to declare victory even when the world expects silence. You are not waiting for the miracle. You are walking in it, breathing it, embodying it. The night that began with a message has ended with a rebirth. Now, before you leave this sacred moment, lift your spirit one more time in gratitude. Let heaven hear your agreement. Say aloud, I am the fulfillment of divine promise. I walk in Michael's command. I will not delay. As you speak these words, the air around you shifts, and heaven seals the covenant in radiant fire. Every angel assigned to your miracle bows in honor, for obedience has completed its perfect work. Beloved, help this message reach others who are still searching for the sign you've already found. Like, comment, and share this word across the earth. Subscribe and stay connected, for the flow of divine revelation does not end, it evolves. This is your moment to carry the light forward. Someone's miracle waits on your willingness to share the sound of heaven. Let this message become a torch in the hands of thousands. Type "I am the miracle" in the comments if your spirit feels heaven's completion. Blessing code 1212 is now alive within you, sealing this covenant and marking the beginning of your new divine era. If this message has awakened something deep within you, listen closely. This is your invitation to partner with the light that transformed you. Heaven's work moves through willing hearts, and your act of giving becomes a bridge for miracles in others. Every offering sown into this mission, through super thanks, membership, or the PayPal link in the description, becomes a torch in Michael's hands, spreading light into unseen corners of the world. The word declares, "Those who refresh others shall themselves be refreshed." As you give, heaven opens rivers of favor that cannot be shut. I am declaring over every supporter tonight divine recompense, overflowing provision, and accelerated breakthroughs. This is not a donation. It is a prophetic act of alignment with God's movement. Do not delay, beloved. Step into this sacred partnership and watch the heavens respond to your faith.